Good afternoon, Facebook, family, and YouTube subscribers. I sometimes get these questions from parents who have children who range in age from 10 years old to 20 something. And they're trying to figure out if their child is gay or their child has indicated or told them that they are homosexual. And a lot of these parents have all these questions. So I'm going to do this video. I can't answer. When I tell you I get so many questions a day concerning this that it's just impossible for me to answer. So I'm going to answer what I think are the basics about a parent coming to terms or just understanding or realizing or just finding out that their child is gay or lesbian. For many parents, it's going to be difficult to accept because they don't understand what they did wrong. Well, right off the bat, stop blaming anybody. You can't blame your child, nor can you blame yourself, because people are born gay. You might not like that answer. Some religious people seem to feel that it is a choice. Some people, if you don't understand sexuality, it can be kind of confusing to you. All I can tell you is that for me, myself, I knew I was gay in preschool. That was 40-something years ago. So I knew I was gay in preschool. And I came to terms with my sexuality then. So, more than likely your child or daughter has known that they are gay for a very long time. And that just whatever age they are at now, they just will come into terms to accept who they are or make it publicly known. So, what do you do? Well, all I can tell you, if you're a smart parent, if you're a very smart parent, and you realize how sexuality works, it's not something that can be changed. You can't pray the gay away. You can't ban the gay away. You can't chase the gay away. You can't beat the gay away. It's just not. If a person's gay, they're pretty much gay. Some people are bisexual. Some people have different orientations. You know, you have your transgender, transvestites. Some gays like wearing women's clothing. Some lesbian like dressing like men. There's a lot of different varieties that we can go on all day. But I think the biggest problem is everyone tries to peg or put a person into a certain box when it comes to sexuality. With your child, you're going to have to accept them for who they are, wherever they are in this scheme of things, whether they're transgender, transvestite, transsexual, just masculine gay, feminine gay, masculine, lesbian, feminine lesbian, lipstick lesbian, whatever you go on and on and on and on. You're going to have to accept them for who they are. You're not going to be able to change their appearance, how they perceive themselves, how they want to wear their clothes. You can probably dictate to them with that because they're living under your roof. You can probably tell them how you want them to dress. You can probably shove them lightly, and I would say that you don't want to fall out with your child and force them into a bad situation that we'll get into later. If I had kids, knowing what I know about the gay lifestyle, you got a lot of wolves out there who will eat your kids alive. It's up to a parent to protect their child. And you want to protect your child from the wolves in the gay and lesbian community. The wolves were people who will take advantage of a young, naive kid. And I think anyone in the age of 21 is a very young, naive individual. But under 25, truth be told. They think they know it all, but they don't know a goddamn thing. Ask me how I know. I did the same thing. So you have all these people who will take advantage of these kids. So you, as a parent, you have to protect your child. And the first thing to protect your child, the number one thing that you can do to help your gay or lesbian child is make it clear to them that you love them, regardless of the circumstances of their sexuality. That's very important. They need to know that they can come to you to talk about anything, that they're comfortable with talking to you about what's going on in their lives, and they don't have to hide it. You don't want your kids hiding stuff, because that's when things get out of control. A lot of drugs out here, there's a lot of bad elements, unfortunately. I just have to keep it real here. A lot of bad elements that underpin the gay lifestyle. And I hate that term lifestyle. I got to find a different word to use. But there's some bad elements out here. There's some bad people out here who will take your child in the wrong direction. So you got to let your child know that you love them. You accept them. If you can't let it know that you love and accept them, you're gonna have a problem. You don't want your kids to run to a stranger in the streets for love and affection. You don't want your gay son or lesbian daughter out in them streets looking for acceptance because they can't find it at home. Because it's going to lead to some very serious problems in their lives. And with I think you have to keep this in mind. We got this thing out here called HIV. The vast majority of kids between the age of 10 years of age and 18 are contracting HIV daily. You've got to educate your child about sex, condoms, protection, who not to get in bed with. You got a son that's 15, 16, 17 years of age. What is he doing with somebody 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 years of age? See, these are the secrets you won't know about if you turn that child away. You got some predators out here who go after these young folks because they like the innocence of someone being young. And you definitely don't want that to happen to your child. So you definitely got to make your home comfortable, loving environment for your gay son or lesbian child. They should be able to come home and be happy. It's a rough world out there. Why make your home rough? Because you don't understand their sexuality. And if you don't understand their sexuality and you don't understand how your child ended up gay, you may need to first seek psychiatric help. And I'm serious. You need to go to an environment so you can understand what you're dealing with. And I'm not talking about sit up there with no church and no pastor and all this crap. This religious mess, if that's what you feel comfortable with. But if you go into a religious environment and you're preaching against your gay son or gay child, you need to leave that environment. Because it's not healthy for you, nor your lesbian daughter or gay son. You need to find some type of support as a parent of a gay child so you can understand you're not alone. So you can get some clarification how to deal with the issues out there. There are some serious issues out there in the gay community and that you don't want your children to be a part of. You don't want your children to get caught up in the drugs, the sex, the prostitution. There's some very bad elements that are out there that you as a parent can stop your child from participating in. But you got to be involved. You have to let your child know that you love them, that you understand them, that you accept them. That's very important. Because if they don't feel accepted at home, they're going to hit those streets. And you're going to lose that child to the streets. And you don't want to lose, gay or straight, no one wants to lose a child to the streets because the streets will eat your kids alive. They'll eat them alive. They don't care about that child like you care about your son or daughter. They don't care because they're a stranger to them. And they're going to eat them up alive. So you got to start with that home environment and make it accepting, loving. And if you do that, that's half the battle. Even if you don't understand your child's sexuality, you know you still love your child. And you need to accept them for who they are. Can you come up with rules as to how you want your child to act in your home and what they can do? Yeah, you're the parent. You definitely can do that, but be careful. You don't want to make the environment too strict dealing with sexuality that they feel uncomfortable at home. You should feel comfortable, and this is very important what I'm about to say, because this is where life's decisions are being made in a teenager's mind. You should feel comfortable enough for your gay son or lesbian daughter to invite their gay friends over to your home so you can meet them. So you can see who they are choosing as friends. So you can say, I don't know if this is the right friend for you. So you can find out where these friends come from. You cannot have your child in secrecy. And you can't be in denial. Because those strange kids, people come from all types of environments. You need to know who your children are dealing with. No different than whether a child is gay or straight, you need to know who their friends are. But if you make the environment too strict, they're going to keep their friends away. And you won't know who they're dealing with. That's not good. Not good at all. One thing, we've all been teenagers. When you were a teenager, dealing with your own parents, did you like your parents being strict or rough on you? Most likely not. So it's no different. So you have to give your child some breathing room, but you need to be actively involved in their life. And, like I said about this HIV thing, you need to sit down and explain to your son, your gay son, that HIV is no joke. And if they're ever having sex with somebody, they must always use a condom and never trust anyone. Never trust anyone enough with your life to get in bed and not have protected sex. I'm telling you all, the highest percentage, you got a high percentage of teenagers contracting HIV because they don't know. And nobody's stressing this stuff to them. So as your job as the parents to let your kids know, look, HIV is out here and it can cause devastating effects on your life. So you must use a condom. Even though you might be telling me you're not having sex, you need to know how to use a condom and use them if you do ever decide to have sex. Because they're going to be having sex, you better believe that. So there are many resources on the internet for gay parenting skills. I strongly suggest you Google them and look them up. You have to come to terms, when you have a gay son or lesbian daughter, you have to understand their sexuality is not something that's going to change. It is who they are. You have to accept it. And that might be hard for some of you. Difficult. But your acceptance of it is going to determine if your child prospers in life or fails later on. You hold the key to your child's success. And if you shove them away because of their sexuality that you don't understand or don't want to accept, you can create some very serious problems in your child's life. That's why it's very important to accept them, love them, make your home comfortable, because it's your child. And I can't see you not loving your own son or daughter just because they're gay. Or not loving them because they're gay. I'm sure you love all your children, or you shouldn't have had your kids. I can't say it's going to be easy as a parent, but you can make it easy. Sexuality has been around for years. And I think most parents know their kids are gay or lesbian, but sometimes they want to block it out. They want to pretend like they don't see it, and they don't want to accept it. I don't want to deal with it. Trust me, you want to see it, accept it, and deal with it so that your child has a normal adult life, normal relationships, normal sex, they're not getting involved in something. You should be able to talk to your child about any damn thing. You need to open up your mind and become comfortable and accept your child's sexuality. There's a lot of other stuff I want to say, but I don't want this video, but I'll be here all day. But the key to successfully having a gay or lesbian child is making home life full of love and acceptance. And you have to come to terms with their sexuality. You better figure out some way to do it. If you need to seek psychiatric help or some type of help to help you understand your child's sexuality, please do so. There are tons of organizations for parents of gay children, and they can give you the resources. I might even try to find a few links and post them so that you can get the help that you need to accept your child's sexuality. Anyway, I'm going to do some more videos about this, so I'm going to post this part 1. So anyway, if you like my videos, please click like, share them with family members and friends, and give me some insight on what you think about today's topic. How parents should accept or come to terms with dealing with their child's sexuality. Anyway, I'm out of here. You guys have a great Tuesday. Today is the 11th of March, 2014. Have a great day.